Okay, back at you here. Once again, what are we doing? Each video, I'll tell you this is a test review for your AP statistics exam. And what I'm doing today is looking at the year 2018 and doing the free response questions from 2018. And hopefully, they will be a good review resource for you. Some of the questions are pretty current to what we're doing right now, not review, but that's all right too, which is the case with this current question on, we're on part C now, dealing with confidence intervals. So let me read question C. It says the statistics teacher, that could be me, we talked about Mr. Soul before, was concerned about the potential bias in the survey. To obtain potentially a less biased estimate of the proportion, the statistics teacher used an alternative method for collecting student responses. A random sample of 300 students was selected, and each student was given the following instructions on how to respond to the question. All right, here we go. In private, flip a fair coin. Flip, if heads, you must respond no. So you got no choice. If you get a head, you're going to respond no, regardless of whether you regularly recycle. If tails, please truthfully respond yes or no. Okay, so in review, going to flip it. If I get a heads, that's it. I got a no. And if I get a tails, I can tell the truth. And then the first part of C says, what is the expected number of students from the sample of 300 who would be required, no choice, to respond no because of the coin flip resulted in heads? You know, I don't say that. They say this in the video a lot, maybe on the website. I should probably have done. I haven't done it so far, but I'm going to right now. So if you want to pause the video for a second and do this yourself, then I'll give you the answer. Pause. You're back. All right, you're back. And it says were required. Now, if you remember, it was a 50-50 thing. And if you flipped the coin and got a head, you had no choice. So I think this one doesn't really require the board. We've got 300 and we've got a 50%. 50% of 300 is 150. Yeah. Everyone, I tell you, sometimes I get frustrated when people take this exam. They get so psyched out by looking at some of these questions, they don't even answer them when that one is a middle school type question. No problem at all. 150. Then part 2 says the results of the sample showed that 213 of the 300 selected students responded no. Based on the results of the sample, give a point estimate. What they're looking for is what is P hat, point estimate, for the proportion of all students at the high school who would respond yes to the question. Okay, this one, like you said, you could pause right now. Pause. Okay, I'm back. And I'm going to do what I think this one's a pretty easy question too, to some degree. And I'm going to sit down while I'm doing it. 213 out of, how many in here? 300. But you know what? You know 150 of them had no choice. So you got to take 150 out. And I think that's 63. 63 said yes, remember. Now, I'm sometimes a jumpy guy, and if I jumped at an answer, I might have got this wrong. But if you read it carefully, it said, based on the results of the sample, give a point estimate of all students who I got the other part wrong. The other part is no. Let me read this again carefully. I thought I had this. The results of the sample showed 213 of 300 responded no. All right, that's where this is no. All right, I knew there was something a little tricky in there. This is no. So if we take the 150 out, we know that I got knocked off my socks here. So 213 out of 300 said no. Based on the results of the sample, give a point estimate of all students at the high school who would respond yes. And that would be, you take the oh, I get it. Oh, I was almost fooled. No, this is no. I'm sorry. The 213. So, all right. These are first take videos, so give me some slack here. All right. So 150 out of that, you know, had to say no. So how many would say yes? Would be 150 minus 63, or 87 would say yes. Okay? And 87, they wanted a proportion, so it would be 87 out of 150. Guess what? There's going to be a take two.